It's time for
What's up, guys? Franco here, nextlevelballplayer.com. Got Coach Cooper from Penn State University going to join us for a few minutes. Coach Coop, thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll jump right into it. When you're evaluating high school players, let's talk infielders specifically. You just got done talking a lot about that. What are some things they can do to stand out, or some things that you look for right off the bat?
Well, I mean, number one, the thing I always look for is a guy that's in tune to the game and plays the game hard. Obviously, a guy that has ability is great, but if he can't use that ability because he's lazy or doesn't want to, doesn't get to the balls correctly, the guy who takes pride in playing the game and playing hard, and those are things that we definitely look for.
What are some of the harder adjustments for infielders transitioning from high school to college baseball?
One of the biggest things is to not sit back on balls. In high school, a lot of those guys, because they're good players for their high school teams, they can get away with it. But you get to college, and it's they're a faster athlete, and so when you sit back and try to take all that time on ground balls, those guys get down the line a lot better, and they get themselves in trouble. Not because they can't make the play, but because they are too busy. They're too used to kind of sitting back and not playing the ball.
Yeah, what are, if you could come up with, off the top of your head, one mistake that you see a lot of infielders make or do incorrectly, what would that be?
They don't gain any ground towards the baseball on a routine ground ball. They basically sit in the same spot if it's hit right at them, and we want our guys to go and play the baseball. So getting them to not just sit back and let the ball come to them and go play the baseball and be an infielder, that's one of the biggest things we work on.
What advice would you give high school ball players interested in playing at Penn State?
It's one of the best academic universities in the country, so obviously you're going to need to make sure you're doing a great job in school, and it's a program that we're going to try to build to be a blue-collar, hard-working, competitive program, and so we want guys that love to play baseball and work hard and want to win.
Yeah, when you're working with hitters, how would you describe your, hitting philosophy that you use in the program?
Well, I mean, we're trying to educate our guys and put them in a position so they can be successful offensively. We want a very good offensive team, not a great hitting team. We want, at the end of the day, you want to score runs, and usually they go hand in hand. But the key is to be able to take a walk when a walk is presented and not chase bad pitches. But our goal is to educate our hitters so that they can coach themselves when they're in the box. And so there's a process and a routine that we work on to get them to understand it.
That's great. What's the biggest differentiator between good and great baseball players? You've coached a lot of them. What do you see as the biggest difference there?
Their competitive spirit and their want to get better. It's funny. A lot of guys will, they'll look at a guy like Tiger Woods and say, Tiger Woods was just blessed with talent, born with it, and that's not true. The truth of the matter is, when he was very, very young, his dad got him into a deep practice routine, and he's done that ever since. And so he's become very, very skilled at that game by a lot of hard work and a lot of hours. And so the best players are the ones that they truly put in their time. They don't just practice. If you practice from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock every day with your team, that's what you should do. You should practice hard. You should give it a good effort. But then, what are you doing early? What are you doing late? What are you doing to make yourself better? What are you doing in the weight room to become stronger? And what's your diet like so that you don't get tired at the end of the year? That kind of stuff.
Yeah. And final question: what's one piece of advice you'd give aspiring players looking to take their game to the next level?
Keep working hard, and I think there's some great places, great college programs to play at, and they're, not everybody can play the division.
Sorry, can we we'll let them go, and I'll cut that out. Yeah. Pretty good one. It's like the most important thing is to. All right. What's one piece of advice you give to aspiring players looking to take their game to the next level?
To work hard and play hard. It takes no athletic ability whatsoever to play hard. That's a choice. It takes no athletic or talent to compete. It's a choice. But there's a lot of great programs out there. Not everybody can play Division I. but to find one that fits them.
Awesome. Thanks for your time, Coach.
It's time for